Praise the Lord, everyone. Thank you for tuning in with Dr. Lesia the Preacha. Okay. All right. So this reading is a karmic, also what I would call like a Hagar type reading. Okay. You know, you, me, whoever, we're the karmic. Okay, so right now, during this reading, like yesterday's reading was the divine masculine, we were the divine masculine yesterday. Today, we're the karmic today. Okay, any of us could end up in a karmic situation, like they used to say back in the day. Just keep breathing, keep breathing. So, hopefully, we won't. Hopefully, we won't. But if life progress or at some point in our journey we end up in a karmic situation, at least these type of videos will help us understand their point of view. So if you remember biblical Hagar, as I prep, if you remember biblical Hagar, she she was a slave who became Abraham's wife. So she, her situation is very unique, because Sarah and Abraham owned her. And they thought they were, helping God out, So, see how you could just end up in situations? They didn't know what they was doing was wrong. They didn't know. God told them that they was going to have a child, and they hadn't had one in like almost 100 years. So why would they be, what would change? What would be different? It wasn't within their understanding. It wasn't within their experience. So I don't judge them, because people be like, that's why you got to obey God. Well, if it's new to you, it's new to you. It takes practice and, situations to be in order to obey God. So we're the karmic today. Yesterday we were divine masculine. I'll try to stay in character. I'll try. Just burning my little sage. I will try. I just want to remind y'all, I haven't opened it yet, but I can't wait to break open this big old thing of sage that I got as a gift. It's called California White Sage. Can't wait. I'm so excited. All right, so let's just go straight into tarot and see what's going on in karmic land. The Hagar situations out there, the Ishmaels, King David, how he created a karmic situation with Bathsheba. She was a married woman. Him being a married man wasn't a big deal, but biblically, she was a married woman, and, y'all know that story. Ain't nobody got to tell you. The Four Cups. Karmics. The Four Cup energy. They've been blessed. There's 3 cups. They've been blessed. Hagar was blessed with Ishmael. There's blessings in being the karmic. But we're at a point in life right now where karmics are uncertain. They're not sure where they truly stand. Especially karmics that are maybe expecting, pregnant. They have multiple children, kind of thing. They just don't know where they stand. If you have a karmic person, place, or thing in your life, we're just going to assume these are like love affairs, okay? For the sake of this reading, you know, I just want to clarify that. Karmic can be possessions, you know, like desiring people, places, or things outside of yourself, and especially if you're in a contract or a union with somebody. Once you're in a contract or a union with somebody and you start to desire things outside of yourself, things outside of your contract, your union, your relationship, your business partner, you know, when you start desiring things outside the contract, outside your agreement and things like that, you're creating a karmic situation. King of Pentacles. Oh, so these karmics are concerned of how, you know, this is future energy. So right now the karmics are like not sure where their blessings are coming from. They're not sure how they're going to be able to maintain themselves. They're not sure if the King of Pentacles is going to be able to provide for them. For them. Will there be enough for us? You know, me and my kids. Will there be enough for us? Let's see what my past energy is. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Because in the past, divine masculine energy took their time, breadcrumbed, wouldn't commit. This is how the karmics are feeling. They're starting to let it be known that the divine masculine energies in their life has been breadcrumbing them, taking their time, being, you know, supportive on any level, you know. I mean, what little that they've benefit, you know, the little they was able to get out of the divine masculine energy, they're just concerned about their future. They're concerned about who's going to provide for them now, who's going to take care of them now, how are their needs going to be met. Okay, I'm gonna have to go to Mystic on this. I mean, you know, if the divine masculine energy in their life, like Abraham, for example, let's go back to Sarah, Abraham, and Hagar. There was a point when Sarah was upset. Abraham was like, you know, do whatever you want, whatever. So, it broke Abraham's heart, but he listened to Sarah and got rid of Hagar. So I think he gave Hagar and Ishmael maybe some water and bread or something, or I don't know, a little piece of crumbs. You know, gave them a little something, and sent them on their way. So Hagar and Ishmael end up out in the wilderness, hungry, calling on the Lord. Because Abraham was not the same type of provider. He wasn't the same type of provider to Hagar as he was to Sarah. Sarah she was the wife, the first wife. So she just had a more solid foundation in Abraham's life than the karmic energy. The karmic energy knows that, you know, whether it's you, me, you know, whether it's us, we could be in this energy. I'm just saying. I'm just reporting out. But, you know, the karmic energy knows that they're getting, you know, breadcrumbed. They know they're just getting what's left over. They know they're not getting the full They're not getting all that they need. They're not getting all that they need to survive. So they're hesitant. They're very hesitant and just wondering when the last is going to be it. When is the, just wondering, you know, when is the divine masculine energy going to cut them off? There's always this fear, this concern about being cut off. I don't know what's worse. Knowing you're going to be cut off one day, you know, your resources are going to run out with the divine masculine. Or being so confident that, you know, he's never going to go anywhere and you're going to be okay. And then he just up and go and ghost you. You know what I'm saying? Which is worse? I don't know. But I brought out Mystic Beauty, and we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So the karmic energies out here, whether they are men or women, you know, nowadays, you know, all this gender stuff is just all mixed up. The gender is not as important as the energy. But, you know, they just feel like things are not going to go well. They feel like the divine masculine is just going to leave them hanging high and dry. Especially since they've always showed up as the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You know, making you beg, you know, for every little thing anyway. You know, just giving you a poor quality experience. Flexing like more is going on, but it's just not. Acting like an emperor. See, divine masculine energy in the past, when it comes to the karmics, was showing up shady, but trying to flex and look like an emperor, looking like they're handling business. He was an emperor for the divine femme, for the wife, the first family. And he's obligated, you know, spiritually, legally, you know, to the divine femme and the first family. He's obligated to them. You know, he just, you know what I mean? That's his responsibility. That's where his accountability, you know, shows. But when it comes to the karmics, they just don't know. They're, you know, they just don't trust. They don't trust, especially based on what they've been experiencing in the past. You know, sometimes the divine masculine, you know, perpetrating, acting like he the emperor, but it's an act. Okay, I'm going to pull 2 more cards. I'm going to close this up. The Hierophant in the reverse came out. Acting like he wasn't married. He was acting like he wasn't married. But now, perhaps it's obvious he was. Maybe the karmic energy didn't know he had all these kids and responsibilities. She didn't know the extent. She didn't know he was married. I mean, this is what it looked like. She got caught up. A lot of these karmics were tricked. That's what it looked like. There's a divine masculine energy that's acting shady. He's married. He's married. And, you know, Divine feminine energy has been losing sleep and stressed out over this married man who's barely there. She got caught up, swept off her feet by somebody who appeared to be everything, you know, gave a few blessings out sporadically. And now the karmic energy realized that, you know, he or she was a joke, was deceived, was tricked, because her man, who she thought was her man, was married, obligated to somebody else. Let me send some healing energy to divine karmics. People may say, well, karmics ain't all that divine if they got caught up with a married man. Sometimes it may take up to a whole year for some of these men for it to be obvious that they marry obligated to somebody else. You gotta always, for the first year, be ready to bounce at any time. Frog, leaping. Don't get overly committed, get pregnant, move into an apartment or buy a house or buy cars with a man that's acting like he all of that. He acting like he all that when really he's married. Don't get caught up. Ooh, my cards got mixed up some kind of way. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, so, yeah. Divine femme energies, karmic energies out here. When you're out here dating, within the first year, be ready to bounce. Be ready to bounce, because people can really come off as though they are what they not. Is what this reading is saying. Keep God first. Stay divine. Stay divine. The divine is your protection, even when you're in situations that you're set up. I mean, this is no laughing matter. It's no laughing matter, of course. But again, just know the facts of life. Know the facts of life and stay lighthearted and be ready to bounce. Don't overcommit to nobody. And always worship the Lord. Stay divine. Meaning that, you're trying to avoid staying out of the divine wars. When it comes to divine masculine, divine feminine wars, you want to stay out of that. You don't want to get dragged into no karmic situations, trying to sue somebody who, unless you're called to. I mean, if you're called to, you're called to. You do what you got to do. I'm just saying, because there's a difference between being a karmic and what I would, okay, I'm going to something different. Let me stop. You guys be blessed and be healed, karmic, divine karmics. God love you too. And he will help you too. Just like Hagar, when she was stranded out there with Ishmael, God came through. If you need to contact me for personal readings or to leave a love offering, contact me from the information in my description box. Thank you guys. Be blessed. Bye.